What is going on, everybody? Chris C back with another video today. Some real talk today. It's really late. By the way, cheers, everybody. Sorry, Dirt. Don't worry. You're an awesome dude and stuff like that. God bless you. You know, you're my hero and stuff like that. You've stopped drinking for a while and stuff like that. But I had to drink a little bit today. Not because it was a good day of work and all that stuff too. So that's not the reason. I'm kind of doing this a little bit. Like I say, some real talk today. So I suffer from anxiety, like high anxiety. It's always been that way. I mean, you look at me. I mean, look at these muscles and stuff like that. 6'4.5", almost 6'5". Skinny nerd and all this stuff too. But I've always loved movies. Always loved anime. Always loved video games. Okay. I've showed you my nerd cave around here and stuff like that. You can't see them from back here and stuff like that. I have PS4 games stacked up here and all this manga, Japanese manga over here, books over here. I started collecting books and all that stuff too. That's another time for another day. So here's some real talk here. So in the day where the Iron Sheik died, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. I'm a 80s, 90s kid. In the day where our former president gets indicted on 7 counts. Whatever. I don't care about that. I really don't. I try to censor all that noise. Try to get rid of all the noise. Block out all the noise. I don't see through the rose-colored glasses on that shit. I just don't do it. What I'm talking about is Disney and their bullshit. And this is the only time I'm going to talk about this. This is the only real talk thing I'm going to talk about this, because this is all about movies, entertainment, anime, manga, movies, horror specifically. Because that's an escape for us, right? That's an escapism for us. Just movies in general. It's supposed to be an escape for us, right? But when you take a movie like The French Connection, and you edit out just 9 minutes, whatever like that, for some racial term, right, that Gene Hackman or one of the characters, I think Roy Schreider, the late great Roy Schreider, says, you know, and I'm not going to be the hypocrite here. I've never seen the movie. Heath Hallman from Serial at Midnight did a video on this, and it's like, here's Disney at it again, right? Where you take something like Dumbo, right? You take the new, you say newer live action, you know, you take the whole drunk scene when he's all drinking the wine from the barrel from his trunk, right? You know, you see that. You take away the crow singing the song, because that's racist and all that other stuff, too. You people realize that was from a different time period, right? Like Heath said, you can add a disclaimer to that. Like times have changed, right? But no, y'all don't want to do that. You want to censor that. You know what that means to me? Specifically for the French Connection, that's no better than burning books. You realize that? Because they've done that already with books. With the Ronald Dahl books, I believe, like Matilda and all those books, right? Where they take out some certain stuff because it seems offensive to kids, like calling them fat and all this other stuff, right? Where I was called skinny when I was in school. I was called a beanpole, or my mom was called a beanpole when she was in school. Because she's thin like I am, right? I've been called lanky in high school. I've been called a narc in high school. You know, but I just let that go, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do. You just let it go. But no, Disney doesn't want to do that. That's why I say it's no better than burning books. So that's what you're doing. You're censoring this stuff out, really, though. It was done in 1979, directed by William Friedkin. And we haven't heard what he has to say about that. And this is all to what that, the Post, and God bless and thank you to people like Ken from Mid-Level Media and Heath from Serial at Midnight for bringing this to the masses and working with your wallets. And I'm going to tell you this right now, I'm done with Disney. I'm done. No Disney Plus, none of that. Gone are those days until you make a change, Disney. And I'm pointing to you and specifically Mr. Iger, right? There was a person before you. I know you were there originally. Yeah, you put that back on the map. It's all good. And then something happened, right? You stepped down. and you put it in charge of somebody else, people seem to dog him and stuff like that, but he was a money man. And he tries to get stuff back on track, but then yet they get rid of him. And then you do a bunch of these layoffs. And then all of a sudden we get this on the Criterion channel. And make no mistake, I'm not going to be like a lot of you sadistic bastards that want to go on eBay and sell that Blu-ray of the French Connection for like hundreds of dollars. You can kiss my ass. That's what you can do. That's what you can do, because I've never seen the movie. Never seen it whatsoever. So I'm not, I'm not playing that mess. This is my all-time favorite Disney animated movie. I think it's the greatest animated movie ever made. Now, I plan on doing all my studio DVDs and stuff like that, so that'll definitely be in a few parts. But that's this guy right here. This is one of my prized possessions, right? The Lion King. I love this movie. What can you possibly think that these guys would censor out of this, or these people would censor out of this? Because I know there'd be something. I like the remake, but it has no place next to this right here, this masterpiece. It just doesn't. Like I said, we've already seen it with books with the Roald Dahl children's books. So that's what you're doing. You're desensitizing these children, right? You're trying to re-educate these children. You know who tried to do that? The missions in my state, California. That's what y'all tried to do with the Indians there. That's what y'all trying to do with these children. So what happens when you take the works of H.P. Lovecraft here? One of my all-time favorite horror authors, right? Stephen King, I mean, come on. So you're going to take stuff out of this, huh? You're going to take stuff out of the Mountains of in the Mountains of Madness, or one of his other stories. We all know what his views are with everything. Are you going to take that away from us? Really? Seriously. It's, you're going to go to Japanese animation, you're going to do that? And I'm done with the kind of modern media part of Japanese animation in general anyway. A lot of modern with everything like that, because it's all your secret narratives, But this is all I'm saying. Work with your wallets, please, And this is just my own personal opinion. I love all you people. You can all do what you want. That's fine. I'm not going to argue with you all. You all do what you do. I get it. But just add, like Heath said, just add a disclaimer to it. Just do that. I would like to come home, and maybe just turn off the news, which I should do. That's what I just should do, But when something like this comes up, I have to look out for the people in the community here, because they're doing a good job. So work with your wallets and send a damn message. Because I'm done with Disney. I will not buy anything from them. Not anymore. Those 100 anniversary edition stuff, I was tempted because I saw them at Walmart, like the Little Mermaid and all that other stuff too. No. I don't know what they're doing. I even heard they did that with the E.T., maybe with the 4K disc I have in the Steelbook there. I don't know if I ever showed that yet, but there was a scene there of riding off the bike and then they just take out something happening. It's like, come on. It's like, really? And I understand. And just another, might as well just add to it, they don't care about us. They don't. I'm 44 years old. They don't care about me as a consumer. The boutique labels do. The Vinegar Syndromes do. The Scream Factory / Shout Factory does. I know they get a lot of shit, but they do. Synapse does. They definitely do. Even Severin, with all the bullshit that's going on with them, they do. They care. Because people like me are the target audience here. Studios, Hollywood, they don't give a shit about us. They just don't. They care about just the bottom dollar, and I get that. Every company deals about the bottom dollar, about money. I totally get that, but come on. Seriously. I know maybe I'm sounding a little bit like over, whatever about this, but I mean, it's something's gotta give. So anyway, I'm sorry about that. Just my quick thoughts, and basically this was a rant, and it was obviously a huge one here. I'm 10 minutes in and stuff like that about all this stuff too, but just keep, non-censorship and preserve this stuff, because like Heath said, it's art. Like Ken said, it's art. Like Pop's Movie Dungeon said, it's art. Like Dirk says, it's art. Like Brad, sorry, Brad the Brat, whatever. Sorry, a little bit. Of course, you can stay off of this, whatever. Like Brad says, basically, this is art. Why change it? We love what we love. Like Tony says, this is why I collect physical media. Anyway, you all take care. God bless all of you. Um, I'll calm down eventually. Planning on making another video on Saturday, and I'll talk to you all awesome savages later. Y'all take care.